Alright, everybody, so the Audrey's translations on Twitter are up. If you don't follow her on Twitter, you should be. Go check her out. Real quick, I just want to say real quick, well, before we get into all that, the business, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Y'all are coming here for the stuff, so come check it out. Click the bell. You know how YouTube works. Y'all watch YouTube videos, do all the stuff. Business is up here. Follow me on social media. Consider becoming a Patreon YouTube member. So, let's get into it. I'm not going to take too much of your time with this update. I did want to let you all know that I haven't read all the translations yet. I am reading through it. But what I'm reading so far, it makes sense to me as someone who knows pretty much all the compilation and has experienced all the compilation through playing the games, reading the texts, all that kind of stuff. The way I'm approaching this from now on is I'm going to assume that a lot of you all have not experienced all of that. What I want to do here on this channel going forward is I feel like the more they pull from the compilation and the works of the compilation, I want to kind of be a mediary for that, for those of you who have not experienced that and want to enjoy the game. So I am going to be doing deep dives on all of the different compilation pieces. Dirge of Cerberus, Crisis Core, Before Crisis, all this other stuff that is adding to what I have read so far on these translations. And nothing surprising to me. The only thing that some people have said, oh, you're kind of down on Remake. I'm not down on Remake. I don't want someone who hasn't had time to experience all the compilation to not enjoy Remake if they want to. That's been my thing, and I feel like we're getting away. It's becoming like an exclusive club, and it shouldn't be to enjoy. It's becoming like an exclusive club to enjoy Final Fantasy VII Remake, and it should not be. It should be for everyone. So, that being said, everything I've read in the translation so far still leads to what I think is going on. Especially the part where Nomura is talking about Aerith coming to Cloud, channeling a future version of Aerith. I don't think the future version of Aerith thing it's accurate, but it's not completely accurate, if that makes sense. Like, it is an Aerith who has lived past that point in that timeline in a previous time loop. So an Aerith that died in the time loop before that was in the live stream came. So it all goes back to the whole collective consciousness of the live stream. The live stream is energy, cannot be destroyed as a collective consciousness. So every time one time loop ends and then restarts, it's still linear. The live stream is a database of collected knowledge, which is what I've been saying. It's what I've been saying. Yeah, I'm so excited that these came out. I am so excited that these have come out now, that they're basically saying, yes, everything is because the live stream is just a big hard drive that doesn't delete any information, and that information is accessible. Aerith accessed that information. Sephiroth accessed that information. That's what is going on. That's what is going on. So basically, that's my big takeaway. So what we're going to do is I'm going to look at these translations more deeply, more thoroughly, and then we are going to put a few pieces. I really want to deep dive. There are a couple of pieces, that one being one in particular. There are a couple of other pieces from the translations that I really want to do a deep dive into. So we're probably going to do some long videos, really discussing it, pulling from the different parts of the compilation that help explain kind of what's going on if you all have not experienced those. Or even if you have, it'd be a nice refresher if you're into it. So I'm really excited about what I'm reading so far. The only part that I've been kind of like a little like down about is that if you have not experienced all these parts of the compilation, I fear that within the game they won't explain to you what is going on. So if that's the case, that's what I'm here for. So moving forward, I'm going to do videos taking the theories or taking the concepts that they're presenting in these translations and showing you all examples from the different points of the compilation. Or if it's something from a book, I'll just kind of talk about the passage from the book or whatever, and that way you all will have a greater understanding, and you'll see why I've been coming at you all being like, hey, it's cyclical time loops. This is all cyclical time loops. It's all the live stream is a big database of knowledge that's stored from every previous time loop. So when he says a future version of Aerith in that translation, what I feel like that means is an Aerith from a previous time loop that lived past the point they're at now, that has seen what is coming. And current Aerith is channeling that in the live stream, and that version of Aerith that is in the live stream in the database is coming to Cloud and talking to him, saying, hey, you can't fall in love with me, and all that kind of stuff. And basically he's like, I'm coming for you, and she says, well, if that's what you want to do, because that version of Aerith that is basically just knowledge in the live stream in the database knows he's going to do it anyway, knows he's going to come and get her. And she's like, look, if that's what you want to do, I'm not going to try and alter the timeline. You do what you want to do. It's that version of Aerith being very hands off, not trying to alter anything, but just come into Cloud at the captured Aerith's request. Aerith can absolutely project herself. She can project herself. She projected herself in OG Final Fantasy VII in the forest before they go to the Forgotten Capital. So that is an ability and a power that she possesses. So we know that. But from what he's saying in this interview, it's something different. So I'm excited for it. I think there's a lot of... At first it seems convoluted, right? And I'll admit, when I first read these, right before I went to bed this morning, I read about a couple of them and I was like, oh, okay, this is like super convoluted. I can't read it right now. I'm half asleep. But here in the past few hours, I've been kind of revisiting them and looking at them and looking at the translations and looking at all the fantastic work that Audrey's done over there. And getting this out quickly and as accurately as she possibly can. So I think we're at some area between speed and accuracy. So I think she's doing the best job that she can right now, getting these out as quickly as possible. But having read back through them and kind of piecing together things that have happened in the compilation, the different games of the compilation, that sort of thing, I'm starting to kind of see and make more sense of what's going on. And it lines right up with what me and several others have been saying the whole time about your main characters of Sephiroth and Aerith having access to knowledge, the things that happened before and how they play out, and trying to implement those. Aerith trying to be hands off, not really wanting much to do with what's going on. Sephiroth totally using his knowledge to wield it into power so that he can hold dominion over everything and work toward his goals and finally successfully achieving those goals. Knowing that Cloud has something to do with it, the knowledge of Cloud from, Advent Children and Dirge of Cerberus and Final Fantasy VII, everything that happens after that, his knowledge of Cloud, whatever Cloud is, whatever he winds up being in this time loop, that they're using all that knowledge, and that's what's going on. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. That's basically what this all comes down to in Final Fantasy VII Remake. The two characters that have access to that knowledge, whatever's going on, that's what's happening. They're accessing the database, and they're trying to use that to... Sephiroth's trying to use that to have his way. But anyway, we will dive further into all these theories starting tonight. I'm thinking about maybe doing a live stream tonight. Depending on what time I get off of work. If it's like late, I've been getting off work at like 2:30 in the morning. If that's the case, we'll do a live stream tomorrow afternoon, and we'll probably do it on YouTube. So make sure you hit the bell for notifications, especially when I go live. You'll want to know that I will do this live stream on YouTube, and we'll probably do some Remake game streaming this weekend on Twitch. So anyway, y'all have a great day. Keep rocking. Be safe. Information's coming. Hopefully we get some Final Fantasy 16 stuff soon, because you all know I haven't been putting a lot of videos up lately, just because I don't want to spam you all with junk, and there's not been a lot to talk about, really. I feel like all the best theories are out there. You know, I could probably come up with some junk theories or whatever, but I want to give you all the best content, so I would rather just not release anything than just give you all junk to click on and keep my numbers going up. You all know I'm all about the integrity on this channel. I don't want to waste your time, so I will only put something out if I feel like there's something worth putting out. So, with that in mind, you all have a great day. Keep rocking, be safe out there, be good to each other, and I will see you all in the next video.